Hello everyone and welcome to this playthrough with the qualifying rounds wins for President's Cup on Pro Division. This video stands as a guide itself, and if you play it the same way you're gonna reach to the same result or even better, since I think I left some drops over there. Before we start, don't forget to hit the thumbs up on this video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Let's go into it. On hole number 1 we're gonna go with the sniper. Here we're gonna have the tree that we're gonna mess with our ball guide, so we're not gonna rely on the ball guide at all. We're gonna have the yellow ring on the top of the rough and the red ring by the bunker. Do not get worried about hitting the tree because it will not happen. So after setting it up, use 1.2 backspin together with 3 left spin. Adjust mid -5 P3 numbers and try to pull straight. And also hit perfect. Gonna bounce nicely on the rough and rolls dead center into the cup. Hope you get this first drop. Let's move on to hole number 2. On the second hole, we will gonna go with extra mile plus grizzly in the bag. Our setup, it's with 4.5 topspin and 2 left spin, using the white ring by the left side of the rough. If you have an extra mile level 6, you're gonna be halfway with the white ring inside the rough on the left. So I'm applying spins and then was trying to place it in the center of the fairway, and I said we are very close to that rough, so let's use that rough for actually a reference point. So I placed it there at plus 13, which is max for extra mile level 6 and 7. If you pull into OP, like in our case, we did pull into headwind here, but go with OP only if you go into. Try to hit perfect, and also note down your drive distance because you'll need it for the second shot. Let's move on to approach. The approach, we are using the grizzly. In our case, I had 350 drive, so I'm gonna use 42% slider. If you have 352, like in the example shown on the screen, you're gonna use 40%. I'm placing the blue ring by the rough there. I'm going here with 1 backspin only. And what I'm interested in is to have the ball guide going 1 green square through the hole. So if you go more than that, use a bit more backspin. If you go less than that, use a bit less backspin. Now I am adjusting -5% for the drive distance. And I'm trying to hit perfect here. And it goes in really good speed, hitting the pin dead center for an eagle. Let's move on to hole number 3. On the drive, we will gonna use our big topper. I'm placing also the big dog in the bag because we need the distance and topspin for that club to reach. This is a very long par 5, and even if we have a very good wind here, close to perfect tailwind, just a bit of cross, we're still gonna struggle to reach the green in 2 using a power 5 ball. So here I'm adjusting max plus 0 P5, and I'm not pushing up, but I'm going with full OP. This will gonna provide me a slower needle. We tested some great left and great right, and was at least slight great left and right was safe. But do try to hit perfect. This will gonna give you a bit more consistency on the approach shot. So we are trying to get here over 410 yards. Let's move on the approach. On the approach, we're gonna use the big dog, and we're gonna go. I should have gone with more topspin over here. So when you stretch out, you want to see the second bounce just before or into the rough there. I didn't do that, so because of that, I'm gonna clip the rough and roll out. I'm trying to also to place the ball guide going at the hole, just in case we're gonna have a chance of an albie, even if we're gonna go hot and bounce on the pin. We prefer to be on the nice on than on the fringe or on the fairway. But even if we are doing that, it's still an easy eagle to get. Here I'm placing, adjusting max plus 0 and pushing back to max and going foot full over power. Like the drive grades were safe, but like I said, because I didn't place the full topspin and didn't have that second bounce near to the rough or into the rough, we are not gonna bounce over. So we're gonna have a wedge from there. I played it with my rapier rule plus 20 and worked pretty nicely every single time. If you do use the endbringer, it plays the same. It plays as the base plus 20%. Let's move on to hole number 4. On hole number 4, we're gonna go with our extra mile. Gonna go with 4.5 topspin and 3 right spin and adjust max plus 10 P3 numbers. We're gonna set up with the red ring by the rough on the right side. If you're using an extra mile level 6, go with the 20% of the red ring into the rough. After adjustment, go with half a ball of curl and be sure to note down your drive distance because that will be needed on the approach shot. So here I'm going with a half a ball of curl, not going with any overpower, and try to hit perfect. Also great right, it's safe, but just for the sake of the guide, let's try to hit perfect, and let's move on the approach. On the approach shot, we used our sniper. Here I was trying to do a pin check, but we were getting close to max distance pretty much all the time, or even had to go in 1 or 2 rings of overpower. We're gonna go with 4 topspin and 3 right spin, and we're gonna use our drive distance as a reference. We went 363 yards and I used 40% slider. If you go longer, you're gonna remove 2.5% per yard, and if you go shorter, you're gonna add 2.5% per yard on the slider. For example, if you go 361 yards, you're gonna play 45% slider. Together, you're using minus 20% P3 elevation. We're gonna see that I'm pulling intentionally a 12-01 here just to move my bolt more to the right side because I was always missing to the left. Doing that, we're gonna get you a consistent drop here and secure your eagle on this par 4, which is not all of them will gonna get it. So good luck with this one. Let's move on to hole number 5. On hole number 5, we will gonna use our sniper and a Titan. Do not place a glide in the bag because you're gonna get exactly what I was getting, not exactly finding the minimum distance of the sniper. I'm gonna apply 2.5 topspin together with 2 left spin and the ball guide at the hole. We're gonna play min plus 10% elevation, power free, and try to hit perfect. This shot was provided and inspired from the stream on Matthew Warren, aka Erratic Gaming. So if you want to see it live, check his channel out there. You're gonna see that he dropped it consistently. I dropped it 2 times before actually placing this one in the guide, and also dropped it for real as well. So thank you, Matthew. Big shout out to him. It went a bit on the right side, but I'll take that eagle every single day. So let's move on to hole number 6. On hole number 6, we're gonna use our extra mile. Here, we're gonna go with the aim point, so we're not gonna adjust anything regardless of the wind strength. So we're gonna place our blue ring by the rough at max distance. And because extra mile 8 has 2 yards more than extra mile level 7, we're gonna deduct those 2 yards. So still the blue ring, it's touching the tree on the left side. I'm gonna go with 4 top and 2 left. I'm not recommend this shot for extra mile level 6 because it doesn't have the curl. So this is gonna be extra mile level 7 plus. And he's gonna go with full overpower and max hook shot. Gonna bounce nicely on the fairway on the left side, and now we're gonna be close to the bluff on the right side, but still safe. If you got over 390 yards, you're in a good distance. So let's move on the approach shot. As the approach shot, we're gonna use our sniper, and we're gonna place 6.2 backspin. We're gonna actually use the plus numbers as reference, and if you're too long, you're gonna remove even more than that. You will actually need to deduct 2.5% slider per ring. So, for example, at +0, you're gonna be 47% slider. Here, we're gonna use 6.2 backspin and the ball guide just short of the hole, and we're gonna apply minus 15% because we're gonna go into the bunker here. Gonna try to adjust and hit perfect. So unbounce nicely and into the hole. So if you don't have a sniper level 9 and 10, I would suggest you use a guardian. We're gonna have pretty much the same distance as the sniper, but it will gonna have the backspin for it. So good luck on hole number 6. Let's move to hole number 7. Hole number 7, we're gonna go with an extra mile and the sniper. Unfortunately, I couldn't get into a good enough distance to go with extra mile level 7 and 6. So we're gonna go with extra mile level 8 plus over here because we'll need that 6 topspin. I am placing when max stretched. I'm placing in the center of the fairway, and I'm adjusting here max plus 10. Be free. And I'm gonna go with full overpower. Try to hit perfect, but also great were safe. In this case, it was a great left. And we are in the left side of the fairway here, but we do have enough room to actually do any kind of great. We're looking to get around 375 yards. So let's move on the approach shot. On the approach, we're gonna use our sniper. If you go long like I did, you're not gonna be in plus numbers anymore. You're gonna apply free left spin always and backspin only if you need to. You see, imagine that this is a bottleneck. You are in the bottleneck over here, and you're gonna find the right spot when you're moving up and down that the ball guide it doesn't move from the hole, only moves if you go left and right. Here I'm adjusting plus yards plus 5% P4. Because I wasn't in plus yards, I was counting the rings from +0 and reduced 2.5% slider from the distance. For example, sniper 10 at +0, it's 70%. So if I was 3 rings less than that, I was going with 62% slider. Here I'm trying to hit perfect and also applying 2 clicks of left curl. Here I applied 3 and I'm going on the left side of the hole. I applied 2 and went dead center. So I tried all without any curl and it always misses to the right. So hope it helps. Let's move on to hole number 8. I think this is gonna be the trickiest par 3 in the entire tournament. It's really hard to get, but I think we had a very good dial-in shot over here. I'm going with the basic bowl, applying 5 backspin, placing the third bounce into the hole, and then re-spinning to 4.2 backspin, and then adjusting max plus 80% P3 with the backbone. You may wonder why I use this club. It's not so many rings to adjust as the Grizzly are, and even so, if you have wind over 6.2 miles an hour, I think you're gonna have to do 2 pulls. So you can try with the Goliath as well, since it has less, but also it has less ball guide than the backbone. So I try to use this club. Doesn't worry me to actually use it. It has the distance required. So to be easier to set up the spins, I would suggest you start with the basic ball, apply 5 backspin, place the ball third bounce into the hole, then respin using still the basic ball to 4.2, and then switch to a Titan or a Kingmaker, depending on what you want to play with. As I said, use max plus 80 P3 as elevation and try to hit perfect. It dropped for me. Hope it drops for you as well. And finally, to hole number 9. Here I'm playing with the extra mile. I'm suggesting to have extra mile level 8 plus. I'm placing 6 topspin and 2 right spin at full extension. I'm gonna have the red ring by the rough on the right side, and then adjust max plus 10. As well, after adjustment, I pulled up 9 yards. So I'm going to plus 13 over here. I think I remain on the bottom of plus 14 there, but I was trying to get at plus 13. So 9 yards push up after the adjustment. Try to give 1 ball of right curl and full overpower. You want to get around 398, 399, even 400. It's good. So I went 418, which was a bit too much, but I'm gonna explain why in a second. So let's move on the approach. If you go too long, you're gonna be off plus numbers. Here I pushed up further, and actually my adjustment didn't work because I was with a blue ring by the rough line over there, and I tried to offset as usual and leave it a bit short. And I was leaving it a bit short because I know I'm under adjusting over here, and if I'm not going into the water, it's completely fine. But if I'm going into the water, I need to have the ball guide at the hole. So in this case, I went into the water and I had the ball guide just short, offsetted to the right side, right edge of the hole, which made me actually come in short. You're gonna see how short. The line was there, it was going nicely towards the hole, but oh god damn it, we just leave it at the edge. So what I'm suggesting, leave it at the same level as the hole. If wind is low, or if you have to adjust more than 6 rings, leave the ball guide at the hole. If you have to adjust less than 6 rings, you'll know that you're not gonna go into the water, so you're gonna have to place it short like I did in this video. So I hope this walkthrough helps. I did a minus 16, but I think a minus 18, even 19, it's there for the taken. So wish you all good luck, and see you on the weekend round. Bye bye.